This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. My coaching client Carrie has a new employee, Harper. Harper's, well, not exactly the brightest candle on the cake. Every few weeks, Harper needs assignments and workplace rules explained, even if they've been explained in the past. Harper looks like a fool, and Carrie looks like someone who is seriously contemplating action far too drastic to mention in a public forum. But Harper is blissfully clueless. Don't be Harper. Even if your boss isn't complaining, that doesn't mean that you're ahead of the game. Ensure your own rapid learning by using a to-do list that learns. You'll automate your tasks and you'll get better all at once. Intern MG is on loan to intern at Grandma Cuddles' daycare center. Cuddles has a keen eye for making the best possible use of every new intern. She has MG processing incoming customer orders. She knows that mistakes sometimes happen, and MG knows that if they happen because of him, he'll get a chance to visit room 101, the discipline room. MG does not want to visit the discipline room. So, he's decided to use a to-do list that learns so that he can get on top of his game as quickly as possible. Otherwise, he might get fired. Or worse. When someone gives you instructions, take notes. First, MG has to make sure that he really understands Grandma Cuddles' instructions. Let's just say that Cuddles isn't the most coherent. You've probably noticed that when anyone tells you how to finish a task that needs to be completed to satisfy your corporate overlords, it's easy to zone out because they're incoherent. But don't. Instead, take notes. Taking notes shows that you're paying attention. If you don't take notes, they will feel stressed because they won't know whether you're getting it or not. Taking notes sends an unequivocal message to the person across the table. It says, "Keep going, I'm listening, and I will get this right." Remember, your job is to keep them feeling safe and secure, whether or not you're actually doing your job. Take notes by hand. Yes, I said by hand. Physically writing things down has been shown to improve memory. You have actual capability for memory, and using your computer doesn't activate it. So use paper. Don't use a laptop. Even perfectly complete notes on a laptop or tablet won't get remembered as well as handwritten scrawls. And even aside from the memory considerations, when you take notes by laptop, you visibly zone out and you non-verbally disconnect from the people around you. It really shows, and people can tell. For some reason, this doesn't seem to happen with handwriting. You can learn more about why handwriting is so much better in Get It Done Guy episode Leave Your Laptop at Home, Taking Notes by Hand is Better, which is episode 317. There is a link in this episode's transcript. Cuddles asked MG to handle an incoming order for a shipment of rare earth metals, including her very own secretly discovered element, cuddleonium. The customer needs someone to do the mining, and, well, Grandma's little tykes just love playing in the quarry with their shovels. Major excavations require a lot of detailed planning, especially when there's radioactivity involved. For example, don't have it shipped to the warehouse because it's too hot there and the metal might explode. MG got everything on paper to Grandma's approving nods. It was clear to her that intern MG is an attentive young man, but notes are only the beginning. Make a checklist. Your notes will rarely be nice and organized. People talk fast, and bosses aren't always what you'd call linear thinkers. They ramble. So review your notes and turn them into something useful. A checklist. Make a checklist for all the steps that you need to complete the task you've been given, and then start following the checklist. So MG put order earth-moving shovels as item number 1, and then he wrote acquire aluminum foil to construct homemade hazmat suits. Finally, he wrote do not store ore in warehouse. Now's the time to start using technology. Type the list into a document that you can change and modify. This will be your to-do list that will do the learning. You'll be adding, subtracting, and changing this file as you proceed. The next step is to actually do the tasks on the list. You could just trust your checklist and do each task exactly as you recorded it, but most times you'll find that you need to make changes as you work. As you work through the list, take notes on the stuff that you need clarified next time. Which of your notes were unclear, what additional tasks came up. Record the changes at the end of the file where you're storing the list. When you finish an item, just type the word done next to the item. Do not remove the item from the file, however. Intern MG was reviewing the orders for cuddleonium. He noticed that the customer had specified a mix of chunk sizes. Grandma hadn't mentioned anything about different sized chunks. What's the right mix? Of small chunks? Large chunks? Now, Grandma probably knew for sure, but MG was a little bit scared of her and didn't want to go ask for help again. After all, one annoying question too many, and he could find himself securely strapped to a chair in room 101. So, he gave the excavation team's instructions to mine a few really big pieces. It should be fine, he thought. Once you've completed doing the checklist, you have all of the notes recorded about how it needs to change next time. Incorporate those notes into the list. Add the tasks that need to be added, refine the tasks that were wrong, and delete the tasks that proved superfluous. And then revise your list to produce the next revision, which will be more accurate and help you even more the next time around. And guess what? Your to-do list just learned! Yippee! As the list gets better, so will you! Intern MG forwarded the order to the Recess Supervision Enforcement Department, who took the little kiddies out on their field trip to the quarry. But all was not well. 5 to 7 business days later, the customer called. 60 giant packages of huge rare radioactive metal had arrived on the customer's doorstep, but it seemed that the customer wanted a mix of sizes after all. Intern MG silently noted to add a step to his new checklist. Ask about mix of chunk sizes for the next time that he has to handle an incoming order. After noting these changes to the checklist, MG filed it away in a safe place for the next time that he needs to take a rare metals order. Now he has a system to never make the same mistakes again. By taking notes, organizing them into a checklist, making notes as he did the tasks, and revising the checklist as he works, Intern MG can do his job better and better, and Room 101 will remain securely locked with him on the outside. Try out your own to-do list that learns. Use it to get better and better at what you do, because you don't want to end up like Harper, being that person who everyone knows doesn't deliver. Instead, be like Intern MG, an overachieving, hyper-talented, likable friend. Oh, forget it. Just be your own awesome self, and your to-do list that learns will help you get there. This is Steve Robbins. Follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter and Facebook. I run programs to help people build extraordinary careers and extraordinary lives. If you want to know more, visit steverobbins.com. That's SteverRobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.